What up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are back in the lab. You already know what it is. It's Ron time from Wrench-a-holics, and today we got a couple installs to do on the 240. First of all, we are going to install my Cusco front tension brace. Pretty much I got this because I sold my Johnny Franz front tension brace. He made a couple runs of this a while back. I believe he still makes some. It's a very beefy bar. I just switched it up, as we all do, and I went with a Cusco one just to keep it JDM. And also, we're gonna go swap out my knockoff blow-off valve that came with the piping I got from my intercooler to this Greddy Type RS blow-off valve. It's authentic, it's pure JDM, and I just wanted to keep it 100 and authentic. So we got a couple things to do. Let's get to it. Alright, so that is the Greddy Type S knockoff. We're going to go swap that out for the Greddy Type RS. Plain and simple. So the Greddy has two bolts, Allen heads. It's one right here and the other one is directly opposite of that on the bottom side. Cool thing about Greddy is that it uses that style versus the C-clip style from the HKS, which can be terrible, and I mean terrible, to remove and install. It's just really not user friendly. Alright, so we got it off. Now all we gotta do is just clean up the surface here, so make sure it's nice and smooth, and we get the leftover gasket that's from when you removed it. You want to make sure you get it out, so we can create a better seal. And yes, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. Just take your time with it. It'll be nice and slow. You don't have to rush it. Like I said, all you're really doing is just cleaning up the surfaces where the old gasket is left over. You get most of it off with a blade. You give it a nice little rub down with some fine grit sandpaper, and should be good to go. I do also like to shoot it with some brake clean, parts cleaner, whatever you want to call it. Get some more of that leftover residue off the mounting surface, the mating surface I should say. Alright, so here it is. This is the knockoff Type S. As you can see, there's no badging or anything like that. You can tell. I mean, the quality on it just sucks, pretty much. So that we're getting rid of. We're gonna go ahead and replace it with this authentic Greddy Type RS. So here it is. Quality is way, I mean, it's better. You can see it's way better than the knockoff. It's got the right badging on it as well. It's great right here. Also, I went online and looked at the numerous pictures to find out if you purchased like a knockoff versus authentic. and this right here is the real deal. So can't be any happier with that. So what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna clean this surface right here as well, the mating surface. So clean that right there, just like how we did this one right here. And we're gonna go ahead and install our Greddy blow-off valve. I believe my orientation is gonna be just like that. So yeah. Oh yeah, don't forget, when you do get a new blow-off valve and you're swapping it out, you always want to make sure you purchase like a brand new gasket. A while back I had purchased a gasket, you know, just for this moment when I decided to switch out blow-off valves. So I got this one right here. So there it is, new gasket and blow-off valve. There you go. Alright, so just like how we did on the intercool piping, we're gonna go clean out the mating surface on the actual blow-off valve itself. Again, a little razor blade will still do the trick. You know, just don't gouge it. You know, just want to make sure you do really smooth strokes just to get the leftover gasket material. And again, you can always use brake clean to finish up the job as well. It's pretty much clean, so just wipe it down with some brake clean. Again, pretty much what you want is just a smooth surface so that gasket can do its job. Sweet. So now, gasket, pretty much like so. And then you just mount it up to the turbo piping. Now that you got the intercool piping cleaned out and the mating surface all smooth, and we cleaned out the mating surfaces on the actual blow-off valve, reverse process. Cool. Now what we gotta do now is just reattach the vacuum tubing, which I will need to cut the size now that I got in a different orientation, so go ahead and do that. There you go. Done. Alright, so now that we already installed the Greddy Type RS blow-off valve, the next thing we're going to be doing today on the list is installing my front tension brace. Pretty much the concept of this brace sort of acts like the same thing as if you were to mount up a strut bar. Basically, you're just connecting two movable points so that they can cancel each other out, making sure that your car will stay as flat as possible. during any type of hard cornering or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. Super easy install. Basically, there's two nuts, I believe, on either end. You're gonna remove that. Basically, that's what holds the tension rod in place. So pretty much, you remove those. You put this in between. And you put the bolts back, tying it up. The hardest part about doing this is not this actual install. It's the actual part is lifting up my car. My car's lowered, so it can be a pain trying to get that jack underneath the car and all that. So I'm not going to videotape that. We all know how to jack up a car. So pretty much in 3, 2, 1, car is jacked up. Now it's kind of a hard angle to get the camera down here, but this is the tension rod bracket. So pretty much this is what you're going to be messing with. There's a bolt right there. As you can see, the wrench is on it, and obviously on the other side, the corresponding side, is the same setup. So you can loosen those bolts, install the bar in between, and then put those bolts back, and you're all good to go. So I'll try to take the finished product. It's kind of tight down here. I can't get the camera down here, so bear with me, guys, and I'll get this done ASAP. Alright, so just to make it easier on yourself, you want to measure out the distance between the end points, so that point and that point, to your stock setup, so that adjusting it won't be difficult. So the closer you get it to the length, or the distance I should say, between the two brackets, the better off you are, instead of having to take it off and redo it and then put it back on, take it off, measure it out, put it back. So if you measure it out beforehand, this install is super simple. So I already measured it, and now I'm gonna do is just bolt it up, get it all fitted, bolted down, torqued, and then I'll show you the finished product. So there you have it, Cusco front tension brace installed. Since I can't get the camera down there, this is the picture from up top of how it looks like when you fully get it done. And yeah, so there it is. 2 installs today, fairly easy, fairly quick. Yeah, so pretty much there it is. Cusco front tension and Greddy blow off valve type RS. There you go. Now I'm gonna go take it for a spin and see how it goes. I gotta set the blow off valve to make sure everything's cool on that side, and see if I have any leaks coming from the blow off valve first and foremost. Hopefully everything's kosher. So, but until next time, stop by my store, savageones.bigcartel.com. Got some stuff on there for sale. Got some slaps. Pretty much I got this guy for sale right here. And also, I got my 130mm shift knob, 3D printed. The shift boots, custom. Anything you need, I can make it. So yeah, stop by the store, savageones.bigcartel.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, hype is for the moment and style is forever. Deuce with my dirty gloves.